It's April 2nd. I filmed something earlier that was entirely too long and entirely too disorganized, so I am attempting to do this a little bit more succinctly. I realized yesterday after filming that there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to say yesterday that I completely forgot about. So I'm going to tell you those things now. I've been thinking a lot about how April this year is very different to April last year. If you've been around on the internet with me for a while, then you remember that I decided to do Vita last year on the first day of April. It was an entirely spontaneous decision, primarily because Melanie was doing it, and because I had a lot of time. And that was the thing about Vita last year. I wasn't working, or I was working, but I wasn't working full time, and I wasn't in school, so I had lots of time to devote to Vita, and I think it showed. I made a lot of stuff that I was really proud of, and I put a lot of time and energy into it. And this year's going to be different. I'm in school. I have 3 exams on the first 3 days of finals, which start 2 weeks tomorrow, which is a very, 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 very scary thought. And I have a lot of studying and a lot of apartment hunting and job hunting and freaking out to do in the meantime, so I won't have the time to dedicate in the same way. And that's a shame, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I talked a bit yesterday about how I want to do one takes. One takes are fun, although sometimes they get frustrating when you have to start them again 4 times because you keep saying the wrong thing. Yeah, not like that happened today or anything, no. No, not at all. This is not the 5th time I've tried to do this. That said, I think it'll be just as good, and I think that I am excited to do this. I don't even think that. I know that I'm excited to do this, and even more so after having watched some of the first videos from yesterday, Jeff, Melanie, Greg. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. Oh, Ron. You should watch Ron because he's really funny. Yes. So, mostly I just wanted to talk about how it was going to be different, and like I said, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, so you might find them interesting, but probably not, because they're probably things that you're not interested in. Because apparently I'm interested in some really strange things. But we kind of knew that. Yes. I also wanted to say, I feel like April is a month of new beginnings, and this month especially will be a month of beginnings and endings, because it is the end of my time in residence here, which is really sad. Much sadder than I expected it to be, but it's also the beginning of kind of the rest of my life, because I'm looking for an apartment, and I have declared a major, and it's like, it's the end of my first year of university, but the beginning of so much more. Yes, at the risk of sounding cheesy and cliche, I'm good at that. So, it will be an interesting month to follow along with, and I hope we have some fun times, and with that, I will see you all tomorrow to talk about something that is not Vita. I promise I will not talk about Vita tomorrow. I also promise it'll be slightly more organized. You should have seen the earlier take. It was filled with me sitting there laughing at how disorganized I was. Yes. Goodbye.